Welcome to our in-depth look at Numbers chapter 24. This deeply significant chapter features the famous prophecy of the star and scepter. It is a masterclass on surrendering strategy, recognizing true strength, and standing firm against toxic pressure. As the scene opens, a major transformation happens within Balaam. Realizing God is absolutely determined to bless Israel, Balaam makes a conscious choice to completely abandon his usual methods of divination. True mastery requires knowing when to abandon your most reliable strategies. When an expert recognizes a shift in foundational reality, they stop trying to manipulate the system and surrender to its new direction. Balaam turns toward the wilderness and witnesses the Israelites camped in perfect, meticulous order, tribe by tribe. Upon seeing this, the Spirit of God comes upon him. Chaos on the ground often looks like perfect order from a higher vantage point. A leader must elevate their perspective to see the beautiful structural alignment that already exists within a massive organization. Balaam establishes his authority as the man whose eyes see clearly, one who bows down in reverence, yet with his eyes wide open to spiritual truths. Authentic leadership requires the rare combination of absolute humility, bowing down to a higher power, combined with ruthless, objective situational awareness, keeping your eyes wide open. He praises their beautiful tents, comparing their future to expansive palm groves and majestic cedars planted by rushing waters. An organization firmly planted near its core resources will inevitably experience massive organic growth. It will remain completely untouched by external droughts or competitor sabotage, ensuring its offspring have everything they need. Balaam compares Israel to a fierce lion and a protective lioness lying down in rest, asking, "Who dares to arouse her?" He seals the oracle with an absolute blessing. The most formidable organizational strength is not constant aggression, but the quiet, resting confidence of a unified team that knows it is absolutely lethal if provoked. King Balak flies into a violent rage. He furiously claps his hands, shouts at Balak to get out, and bitterly notes that the Lord has kept him from a vast reward. When a toxic leader cannot manipulate a system with money, they immediately resort to explosive rage and isolation, completely blaming the messenger for the objective reality they refuse to accept. Balaam remains completely unfazed by the fury. He reminds Balak, even for a palace filled with gold, he is powerless to act against the will of the Lord. A leader who has already aligned their core values with an absolute truth becomes completely immune to the financial threats and emotional outbursts of a frustrated stakeholder. Before leaving, Balaam declares a vision stretching far into the distant future. He prophesies that a brilliant star will rise and a powerful scepter will emerge from Israel, definitively crushing Moab and ensuring absolute conquest. True visionary leadership accurately predicts the inevitable structural shifts that will redefine the entire landscape long after the current leaders are gone. Having delivered these sweeping prophecies, Balaam returns home and Balak goes his own way. This leaves us with two important questions to chew on today. First, when faced with an unchangeable reality, do you try to divine a way around it, or do you abandon your old tactics and surrender? And second, does your organization project the anxious aggression of a cornered animal or the quiet, resting confidence of a sleeping lioness? Take a moment, breathe, and let them sink in.